Hey guys, what's up? And I'm going to be talking about who I think the strongest and weakest marksmen are for patch 4.10 of League of Legends. So, for the first strong AD carry, I'm going to say Corki. Now, he's pretty strong before the patch came out, but I think with the Bloodthirster as an additional shield now, it makes him so much more survive heavy. Now, all he really had before that was Banshee's Veil in terms of defensive items, and he also had the Phage from Triforce. I feel like this Bloodthirster just makes him so much better, considering you usually end up just QRing it straight into a team fight trying to lay down burst damage, so it puts you in a kind of vulnerable spot even with Valkyrie. And I think that all in all, Bloodthirster, is a good change for Corki. Second strongest AD carry, I think, is Misfortune. Misfortune also highly benefits from the Bloodthirster, considering that she is very easy to get on top of, and the shield helps her a lot. She doesn't have any real built-in sustain, and the only thing she has to get people away from her is the slow and the passive movement speed, which is interrupted. So the Bloodthirster was a massive, massive benefit for her. It gave her survivability, and she already has really high damage since her fairly recent buff. The third strongest AD carry, I think, is Lucian, because the double hit now means that if he's got full health, that means he gets a shield along with this double hit. He got a slight nerf with his Ardent, but even then, it wasn't enough of a nerf to even really consider it a nerf at all. So the Bloodthirster double hit now not only gives him more health, but it gives him a shield with it. So that's a double benefit and makes him much more survivable. Now the three weakest AD carries at the moment. First one I'm going to put up is Twitch. Because though I agree that the Bork 5 to 8% helps him a lot, I still think that the nerf they did to him was rather extreme, and he just can't keep up with a lot of AD carries damage lately. So that's basically why I put him there. Next is Vayne. Now Vayne isn't actually the weakest of the AD carries by any means, but I put her here because the Bork was such an extreme nerf for her. It takes her so much longer to get going, and because she is a vulnerable AD carry without that, really strong Blade of the Ruined King influence, I think that mega nerf has made her just so much weaker. So even though she is on par with other AD carries, it has dramatically weakened her. And the third one I'm putting up is Kog'Maw. Again, Blade of the Ruined King thing. Without it, he just doesn't have the mobility or the sustain that he needs. The Bloodthirster isn't that good for him, really. It doesn't do that much for him. All in all, I think overall for the patch, it has just made him a weaker AD carry. And I've got to put him in my bottom 3. Now, in saying that, Vayne and Kog'Maw are both still okay AD carries. They're just so much dramatically weaker after the Blade of the Ruined King change. So, thank you guys for watching. These are just my opinions on the strongest and weakest AD carries for patch 4.10 for League of Legends. And again, mainly just because of the Blade of the Ruined King nerf. And I think the only person that was more highly affected than Vayne for the Blade of the Ruined King purely is Zed. He has just become so much dramatically weaker, and I'll probably make another video on Zed fairly soon. So thanks guys for watching, and tell me what you think.